Sulfur sources and uses. Sulfur is found in its elemental state underground in the USA, Mexico, and Poland. It is also a byproduct from the removal of sulfur from petroleum and natural gas. Sulfur can also be obtained from sulfide ores. The main use of sulfur is in making sulfuric acid, which is a very important chemical used in many industries. It is also used extensively in making rubber tires more flexible, vulcanizing, where the rubber is heated with sulfur. Sulfur dioxide. Sulfur dioxide can be made by burning sulfur in air. This is the method used in the first stage of the manufacture of sulfuric acid. Sulfur dioxide is used as a bleach in the manufacture of wood pulp for paper and as a preservative for foods and drinks by killing bacteria. Sulfides are often added to foods and these release sulfur dioxide in acidic conditions. Sulfuric acid manufacture properties and uses. Sulfuric acid is synthesized by the contact process, which uses sulfur and oxygen from air and is done in three distinct stages. The first stage is the oxidation of sulfur, where the sulfur reacts with air or oxygen to form sulfur dioxide. This is what we have discussed. The main stage is the oxidation of sulfur dioxide to sulfur trioxide using vanadium oxide as catalyst. This is the second stage. The conditions for the main stage of production of sulfur trioxide need to be considered. Also, what you should remember is the vanadium oxide is used as a catalyst and this reaction is also reversible. Conditions during stage 2. The temperature required in the stage 2 is 450 degrees Celsius. This is what you need to remember. The reaction is exothermic, so increasing the temperature shifts the position of equilibrium to the left in the direction of the reactants. Therefore, the higher the temperature, the lower the yield of sulfur dioxide. The optimum temperature is a compromise between a higher rate of reaction at a higher temperature and a lower equilibrium yield at a higher temperature. The pressure used in the second stage of sulfuric acid manufacture is 2 atmospheric pressure. An increase in pressure shifts the position of equilibrium to the right in the direction of a smaller number of gaseous molecules. However, the position of equilibrium lies far to the right. The equilibrium mixture contains about 96% sulfur trioxide. So the reaction is carried out at just above atmospheric pressure because it is not worth spending the extra energy or money required to produce high pressures. A higher pressure causes the sulfur dioxide to liquefy. Stage 3. Once stage 2 is completed, the sulfur trioxide is absorbed into a solution of 98% sulfuric acid to produce a thick liquid called oleum. Sulfur dioxide will react with sulfuric acid to produce oleum. It is not absorbed in water because a fine mist of sulfuric acid would be produced and this would be difficult to condense and is also highly dangerous. Oleum is added to water to form concentrated sulfuric acid. So here are few properties of sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is a strong dibasic acid as two of its hydrogen atoms can be replaced by a metal, such as when magnesium as a metal reacts with sulfuric acid as an acid, so it will produce magnesium sulfate and hydrogen means a gas hydrogen will be produced in the product. It reacts in a similar way to other acids with metal carbonates, oxides, hydroxides, and ammonia and metals. For example, if we took a metal oxide such as zinc oxide reacting with sulfuric acid, so the product must be zinc sulfate and the water will be produced in the product. Such as if we will take the metal carbonate such as sodium carbonate reacting with sulfuric acid, so sodium sulfate will be produced plus the carbon dioxide gas will produce and water will be produced. Concentrated sulfuric acid is corrosive and a powerful oxidizing agent. Concentrated sulfuric acid is also very powerful dehydrating agent and is very good at removing water from other substances. For example, if mix the sugar C6H12O6 means glucose with concentrated sulfuric acid will remove water molecules and leave behind carbon in a spectacular looking black tower. At the last, there are the uses of sulfuric acid. In dilute solutions, it is used as a catalyst in many organic reactions and to clean the surface of metals. Concentrated sulfuric acid is used in car batteries, making fertilizers, soaps, and detergents. It is also used to make acid rain cleaners and in the production of paints and dyes.